Park Stadium here in Orchard Park. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Bills at 2-1 now to start the campaign. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Allen. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Oh, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Jets will take over. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Wilson. Over the middle, caught by Mims. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feel it.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Harris running straight ahead. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. 6-0 our score after 1. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Throwing is Wilson. Locates Hardman for another catch. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. To throw again is Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Wilson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Wilson will throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but the sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive.
Under pressure, they got him again. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they'll put more points up on the board.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's the option. Running right. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Damian Harris, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column. He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Allen now on 1st down. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. On 1st down, Wilson. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 34 yards to gain that time, another 1st down.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
To throw is Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Wilson to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Harris. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Harris will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson completes it to Hardman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
He gets it underneath to Hall. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Open man here is Conklin.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing again here, Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Jets are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Wilson going to throw for it. He's got it. So they convert to 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They hand this off to Harris. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So how about this for field position after... And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Damian Harris, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad.
He didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bills up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to get it back here just past the 35. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. He's got room at the 30, and he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Harris going to get it again on second down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Allen now looks to throw. And it's caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Bass on for the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because...
And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game.
Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. And my goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now Wilson on first down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season.